Hello, Space Gamers, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box, or Pandora's Box, depending which country you're from. And we are about to start after reading the ticket with no destination. I think we've called the police.
Excuse me.
Huh? Hey, it's you!
Well, Inspector Chelmey's the name. You two found the body, did you? What in the blighters?
No, Luke, let him go.
Get off me!
Luke, stop that. That's his face. Listen here, Luke.
Well,
Oh my gosh, his face doesn't come off. He's the real deal.
What in the blazes? That's my face, not some piece of taffy.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean it. I was sure we had another imposter on our hands.
What in the world is this child talking about? I swear, young ones these days have no manners.
My apologies for the confusion. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Herschel Layton. I'm a professor of archaeology at Gressenheller University.
And I'm his apprentice, Luke.
Interesting. So if I understand correctly, you keep a child around as an apprentice, do you?
Not at all, sir. In truth, he's...
Professor Layton's apprentice, like I said.
Well, it's really none of my concern. I have a crime scene that needs my attention. Clear a path, will you?
But of course. Luke, not a word about that ticket to the authorities, all right?
You got it, Professor.
pleasant dodge dealings.
Yes, let's see. What do we have here? A murder? Or was the crime self-inflicted?
Inspector, I should tell you that the door was locked before Luke and I came in.
I see. So this door, the sole entry point in and out of this 8th floor flat, was shut tight. Then the doctor was holed up in here, completely apart from the outside world, yes? That being the case, yes, I'm sure of it. The old gent must have suffered a heart attack.
What? How did you come to that conclusion, sir?
Use your noodle, laddie. What other explanation could there be?
It's true that the flat is on the 8th floor and that the door was locked, Inspector. Still, I'd hesitate to say that this room was completely closed off from the outside.
Is that so?
Please elaborate. Isn't it obvious? There's something quite unusual about our crime scene that's been overlooked.
Eh?
It's as plain as the nose on your face, Inspector.
Heh. I suppose you academics think your fancy degrees prepare you to play detective, eh? I tell you, nowadays, it seems like everybody and their mum thinks they can do my job. Now, as I was saying, the cause of death was heart failure, plain and simple. And there's what caused it.
This? It's a scaled-down model of a Kronosaurus, if I'm not mistaken.
I reckon that ugly mug will give anyone nightmares. Here's what probably happened. The old fellow turned on a light, took one look at the beast, and then keeled right over.
But this is the doctor's own home. Why would the bones he put up himself scare him?
People have a way of becoming forgetful with age. Not that you'd understand, boy.
Well, you're right about that. I don't think I understand it at all.
Mr. Layton, was it? No? Ah, yes, Layton. Mr. Layton, what do you think?
The scenario you paint certainly isn't out of the realm of possibility. But, considering the lights were off when we entered the room, I don't think we've found our answer yet.
Oh, really?
Furthermore, look around you, Inspector. Doesn't anything strike you as odd?
What do you mean, Professor?
Study your surroundings, Luke. I'm sure you can see it too.
A secure room, puzzle 004. Sleepy grass. When its window is opening out into the air of 8 stories up, its door securely bolted, and you might think this room was inaccessible from the outside. However, a single unusual detail reveals the truth of what went on here. Your job is to look around the room by tapping the arrows and find the detail. Once you got it, circle the area with your stylus and then submit to give the answer. Make sure you circle any one object when you answer. Huh? Did that?
Just
The
leave it
curtain's
to me.
missing.
That was almost too easy.
Nice eye. For some reason, part of the curtain has been ripped off, yeah. But the curtain's missing.
Of course. This window is missing a curtain.
So it is. But what exactly does this have to do with my crime scene?
It means someone exited the building through this window, and I'll bet he's our culprit.
How did nobody notice that?
I'd say that's a sound theory. Well done, my boy.
Puzzle 004. A secure room is now under puzzle index.
Oh, yes. Sound as a pound. I was just about to propose the same idea myself.
Liar!
Shh, Luke, listen. I don't believe our friend the Inspector will be of much help to us. What say you and I conduct a little investigation of our own?
Like, Chelmey is the most useless git in the world. Like, only reason he's still an inspector is because Layton. Literally.
Professor, look! There's something in Dr. Schrader's hand.
It's an old photograph, but it's been torn into so many pieces, I can't make out the original image.
Torn fragments of a photograph found in the late daughter's hand. In its current state, it's impossible to make out the contents of the photo. What could it be depicting? Sorry.
Hey, what's the big idea? You can't just point evidence in a crime scene. Get your hands off that... What is this anyway? Not that it matters. I'll be holding on to that. Now out with the both of you.
You found the torn photo and Inspector Chelmey confiscated it.
Ah! But we're not done!
Dr. Schrader indicated that he was in possession of the Elysian box. Yet there was nothing resembling such an artifact in his home. Do you think the person who did this to him was after that box? It's an interesting theory, but for the moment, that's all it is. However, it's my belief that we hold a clue to understand the ticket's events, namely that ticket. The Momentary Express ticket, right, Professor? Correct, Luke. I believe that the trip aboard the Momentary Express is in order. The screen fades to black. Somebody managed to steal the Elysian box from Dr. Schrader's home without leaving behind a single implicating clue. Who could have made off with the box? Do you suspect we'll find the key to unlocking this mystery on the train? Dr. Schrader did his best to point us towards the Military Express. Should something happen to him? Sure as fog on a London morning, I know this train will lead us to the answer we seek.
Professor Layton and Luke sped away from the city, unaware of the secrets that awaited them down those iron tracks.
Save your progress? Yes. Have I just noticed the faces, by the way? Legendary Momentary Express, Chapter 1. Gosh, look at this place, Professor. It's so posh. I feel like I should be wearing a monocle. Quite right, Luke. Every decoration and detail to this room is more decadent than the last. Pretty sure decagon, I mean, inside shit, oh well. I'd wager that the race of this train is just as grand. How would you like to go exploring for a bit? Examine the room. Ooh. Look at that, Luke. Your bag's wide open, your belongings are scattered everywhere. Oops, I guess they are. You should put away your things before you walk around the train. Puzzle 005. Luke's trunk. Luke's belongings are all over the place. You need them packed away in his trunk. Use your stylus to move individual objects into the trunk and make sure that none of them overlap. So it's basically one of these puzzles where you have to move the objects so that they fit. Which is something I don't like, but oh well. I guess putting those in might help. It doesn't help that I got a clue what it's supposed to look like in the end. Usually with these, you know what it's supposed to look like. Right, just remember, that goes there. Put all the big ones in the corners, and that should help. So you're big, you're big, you're big, you're so wear that thing. You're flat, so you can go down there. You fit there. Where'd you go? What, only there and then there. Oh, perfect, come. Get smacked.
Just leave it to me. Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Good work. Luke should be able to close the bag easily now. Phew. It was a tight squeeze, but everything's finally packed away. A bit of planning will prevent this type of scrambling in the future. You're right, and I do feel better with everything put away. Come on, Professor, let's look around some more. Puzzle 005, Luke's trunk is down the puzzle index. So, there's a hint coin, there's another hint coin. What's that, sir? It's always nice to have a lie around. Well, yeah, obviously. Very common sense, but remember, Luke, we're here to find the illusion box, so don't get sidetracked. You don't have to tell me twice. Now, why don't we start our search by investigating the train? Professor and Luke decided to explore the Momentary Express. I hear the rooms at the front of the train are super fancy, and the doorknobs are made of gold. But no one's allowed in there except really rich people. So, misters, are you really rich? Because if you are, you can go to the super duper fancy rooms. Super duper fancy rooms, eh? They're none but the extremely wealthy can enter. If our young friend is correctly informed, there must be a set of deluxe rooms in the next car. Now, I'd sure like to see those. I bet they're utterly fantastic. So it wants me to go back here then. That deluxe room might make our rooms look like a freight car. Hold it right there, man. No, I'm not doing that. Sammy Thunder says entrance to the car is VIP only, capiche? Now, I know you'd like to sneak a peek, but the whole car's booked, so that's no go. I bet the kind of person who rent out the whole car is just like some kind of super tycoon. Indeed. I wonder what it must be like to have so much room to yourself on a train of this caliber. Well, for now I suppose, you'll just have to keep wondering, Professor. go down to the next car.
Yes, I suppose these accommodations will do. I do hope my darling boy will be pleased. That reminds me, I believe it's dinner time for my sweet baby. I'm off to visit the dining hall.
Gosh, that lady was just the type I'd expect to see in the Momentary Express. Talk about rich and fancy. Talk about my earphones going so I can't actually hear the game anymore. Quite, this train is full of many well-heeled patrons, like the one we just met. We'll watch our deeds and words here. A formal setting demands formal manners, wouldn't you say? Absolutely, Professor. Absolutely, I'm a sucker, Professor. What is in there? It's a default room. I'm going to keep tapping around. Just like that craftsmanship in this picture, Luke. It's almost certain it was hand-blown. Who knew that something as ordinary a picture could be so fancy? What could be more relaxing than sitting in your suite with a cold beverage, watching a sunset? And speaking of beverages, or in this case, deadly beverages, I've got a puzzle for you. Let me at it, Professor. Puzzle 23. Picture some poison. Two men know here as 1 and 2 are playing a strange game. First, both men put their empty pitchers on a table. Next, a judge brings them a pitcher filled with purple poison and places it in either spot A or spot B. The judge then starts shifting the potion from one pitcher to an adjacent pitcher over and over, moving the liquid 55 times, and the odor of the poison filled pitcher must drink its contents. If you were the judge and secretly wanted one to win, would you place the poison-filled pitcher down in spot A or spot B? If it's going across 55 times, then eventually it'll come back to where it started, or it'll go to where it wants to be going. So you've got to figure that out. Now, judging by what is just said, then it probably will come back to... will it come back or will it just stay? And this is where it'd be really good if I skipped. Very good to B. You want to place it at B so
Here
then
goes.
so-and-so dies.
That was almost too easy.
Correct. In liquid change pitch 5 times and you kill your mate. There you go. Very much. Excellent work. Now let's press on. We mustn't stand around all day. Pitch some poisons down the puzzle index. Let's live the run. And go further down the train. Oh yeah, there's not enough people to stop. Oh, thank God. I thought I had to stop all. Oops. Just look at all the stuff there is to eat. Yes, it seems Momentary Express, first class operation, right down to the kitchen. Oh, my passage's in the kitchen, sorry, but we can't have that. Wearing those dirty clothes of yours here could me health code violation, you know. I'll do you know that there's nothing dirty at all about our clothes, sir. Say it like short stack, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm running a kitchen here. Did you stop to think about what could happen if your kitchen outside germs made it in here because of you? I see your point. Totally sorry for the intrusion, and worry we may have caused you, good sir. Alright, I'm sorry too, sir. What's that? Mister, look here. Looks like our little friend the cook has been keeping a pet in the kitchen. And to think he was lecturing us about germs. Oh boy, I guess cat's out the bag now. Or the hamster, I should say. Believe me, it's not okay to keep a pet in the... I know it's not okay to keep a pet in the kitchen. But well, it's my only friend, see? 'Cause I'm proper lonely, see? Funny or not, he's the only rodent I've got to talk to here. My, he certainly is generous proportion, didn't he? He said he's a hamster, yes? That's right, a hamster, the noblest member of the animal kingdom. See, when I first started working here, I needed someone to keep me company, so I brought him. Thing is, I feed him all the table scraps we set back, which makes for a diet that's a bit rich. He's really put on the pounds, and if he didn't get into shape, it would be really bad for his health. Poor little guy. That's why I want to ask something of you, boy. Would you mind holding on to my friend for a little while? When he's here with me, I can't help but feed him, but those scraps of pastry and pasta add up. So you're saying you want us to hold on to him? What? You want us to hold on to him, help him shape up? Sounds like a great idea to me. Doesn't pay me out to me. I mean, what do you think, Professor? Can we keep him for a little while? Well, I do believe that helping those in need, rodent or is the duty of a true gentleman. Well, we'll be able to take custody of the hamster for the time being. Oh, thank you so much. Hearing that is a real load off my shoulders. Hamster minigame has been added to the trunk. You can access the hamster minigame by tapping the hamster icon inside the Professor's trunk. Oh, and one more thing. Since we won't be seeing each other a while, please give him this apple, will you? He loves them so. You got a new hamster toy. Use the apple to what? That's an upgrade your hamster. Oh, I'm gonna miss the little guy. Please take good care of him. Don't worry, he's in good hands. What is your hamster's name? Ooh, I could so troll right now. I am. Oh, hell yes I am. Now, as soon as he sees this video, he is going to be very peed off. But I do not care. That is worth it. Look, his name is new hamster friend Ryan. Oh, little guy. From now on, anywhere I go, you'll go too. Squeak. Squeak, squeak. It appears that your special talent of animals has earned you a new friend, Luke. I think so too, Professor. Well. Oh, I'm gonna miss the little guy. Please take good care of him. Don't worry, he's in good hands. I'm still checking the entire room just in case. Anyway, I think I'm off to leave it there, guys. So now we've got a hamster named Ryan, which I'm gonna say is a gerbil, just winding up. And I shall see you guys later for the next episode of Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box.